could very well be.
Well, we're going to let Wayne go here in a moment. But, Wayne, are they that scared of 9/11 truth? I mean, I guess this is really good news overall that they're that scared of 9/11 truth.
Well, I think this is the big one. I mean, it was clear they wanted to suppress anybody who had information about the lack of WMDs in Iraq. Some people were targeted because of that, but I think the 500-pound gorilla now is information about 9/11. People who were on duty that know that I've just reported that 2 aircraft were shot down over Shanksville on 9/11. One being United 93, and the other one being a Global Hawk unmanned aerial vehicle. It's amazing no one has been up to Shanksville really to ask the witnesses what they saw. Now, the FBI has been up there to browbeat these people, but I know from NSA sources that the Air Force intercepted an aircraft on that day and shot it down.
Wayne, hold on. And Bob, let's do one more segment with Wayne till the bottom of the hour, then we'll have Chapman with us on the economy. This is just blowing me away. And, folks, I've been in the parking lot, had them block me in, and had them get in my face. I mean, this is real. This country's gone to hell. Look, I didn't know what I was getting into 14 years ago. I knew it was bad, but you know what? I'm glad I got into it now that I know just how bad it is. I got the video, Congress hearings where they admit DynCorp kidnaps children en masse and nothing's done to them. I mean, it's just total criminal. We're going to let Wayne go in 2 minutes. He's got to go into a meeting in the rest of the hour with Bob Chapman. Very important economic news. But finishing up, Wayne, drop this bombshell on us about Shanksville, and that's the intel we were already getting from the Happy Hooligans and others over the years. Drop that bombshell on us, and then briefly, Washington Post, $250,000 to, I guess, get the news reported like you want and to get to have a secret meeting with a White House official.
Well, Shanksville, I spoke to the witness who was closest to where that hole was made in the ground that could have not been made by a Boeing 757. I just arrived yesterday at Los Angeles Airport on a Boeing 757, and that plane would not cause a small hole like that. What that was, according to the description I received from the witness, was something that looked amazingly matched the description of a Global Hawk unmanned aerial vehicle. It made no noise, was solid white, no rivets, tubular, had various fins on it, and that's what cleared some speed and fraction in the ground. Now, we were told that was the impact point of Flight 93, which it wasn't. So the question is, there were 2 F-16s over the area at the time. I know from NSA sources that they said they were engaging a target. Cheney was informed that the Air Force shot down an aircraft over Pennsylvania that was sent to him by the Air Force Chief of Staff, General Jumper. And so there's plenty of evidence in the intelligence community that much more happened over Pennsylvania. Actually, I referred to it as a dogfight. It was a dogfight over Shanksville that morning. A 2 F-16, a Global Hawk, and a commercial plane.
Yeah, well, I mean, we also have, just so many witnesses to all these different explosions and things happening in the air. And we have Cheney and Rumsfeld over and over again saying the missile that hit the Pentagon when we shot down the Shanksville plane. Do they do that in case it ever comes out? They go, oh, see, I told you. I mean, is that why on national TV the owner of the World Trade Center said, yeah, I blew it up?
Well, right. I think if you lie long enough, you're going to slip up eventually, and you might actually fall into telling the truth.
Okay, in closing, what about the Washington Post, which now openly is a giant payoff machine?
Unbelievable, offering people access to the reporters, their publishers, their editors, and members of the Obama administration for a health care salon at the publisher's private home. One of the fees was $250,000. I think that the Washington Post has always been a dubious newspaper, but I'd say they just driven the last nail in their own.
I mean, openly, it's $250,000 to get what you want from those people. Wayne Madsen, we'll talk to you soon. I really appreciate you coming on. WayneMadsenReport.com.
You bet.
Just amazing. And I apologize to Bob for having him on the first 20 minutes. But, Bob, this stuff just keeps breaking. Give us your take on what you've just heard. Of course, you know about the Washington Post.
You know, it's right in our face, and we just got to keep on hammering away at the truth on your program and in the forecaster and all the other people who are doing the kind of thing that we are. We've got to let the world know what's going on. If we can expose what they're doing and the people can understand and they'll believe what we say, and now they're open-minded about these sort of things more than they have been before, we can get a groundswell growing, and when they go to harass someone, you know, 50 or 100 people show up, then the government's going to start backing off, because the only thing that can come after a confrontation like that is more aggressive power, and that's going to put the government in a very compromised position. So the best thing we can do is do what we're doing and keep on doing it. And my hat, of course, like I'm sure yours is off to Wayne Madsen. He does beautiful work. Everything that he publishes, I get my hands on. I use as a link in my publication. You know that.
Separately, remember Jesse Ventura when he told NPR, and then they called the CIA and they confirmed it. He shows up the first week at work. They say, hey, they want to meet you in the basement. He goes, who? And they go down there. And there's 23 CIA officers basically asking him questions, but not answering his questions. And he said, you're not supposed to be operating here. But they are, and now they're openly operating. Spooks and spies running around. It's not enough they ship in the drugs for our kids. It's not enough they steal all the money with the banks. Now they're hiring all these bankers to swindle. I mean, it's just they are, it's so corrupt. I can't even believe it, Bob.
I can't either. I shake my head and I say to my wife, I've never seen anything like this. These people just don't care.
America is completely run by criminals. Any way you slice it, dice it. We're getting into the economy with Bob coming up.